In 1989, inside the Grand Le Domes mansion, siblings Daniel and Alex are chased by a man. Daniel hides Alex in a closet before confronting the pursuer, Charles, the new husband of their Aunt Helene. Charles, wounded and desperate, pleads for Daniel's help, claiming he is being hunted. Instead, Daniel alerts the family to Charles's presence. Helene attempts to save her husband, but the family drags Charles away to a grim fate. 30 years later, Alex is preparing to marry Grace, who is nervous but eager to join his family's wealthy legacy tied to their gaming empire. Before the ceremony, the couple participates in a photo shoot with Alex's family. Daniel, now married to Charity, who openly admits she married him for his family's wealth, is present. Their father, Tony, disapproves of Grace, while Helene glares at her with hostility. Alex and Daniel's mother, Becky, reassures Grace that only Alex's opinion matters. The wedding proceeds, and Grace becomes a member of the Le Domes family. Later, Grace and Alex are interrupted by Helene, who reminds Alex of a family tradition. Every new member must participate in a game at midnight. Grace reluctantly joins the family in the main hall, where they gather around a table. Tony explains that the tradition began with his great-grandfather Victor, who struck a deal with a mysterious benefactor, Mr. Lubail, granting the family wealth and a special box. Each new member must draw a card from the box to determine the game. Grace draws, hide and seek, and the room falls silent. Tony instructs Grace to hide until dawn to win, but the family arms themselves with weapons to hunt her. Grace hides in a dumbwaiter, while Alex tries to warn her. The family begins their search, and chaos ensues when Emily accidentally shoots a maid, mistaking her for Grace. Horrified, Grace learns from Alex that the game is a deadly ritual. The family believes they must kill her before dawn or face death themselves. Alex admits he kept this from her, fearing she would leave him, but promises to help her escape. Grace modifies her dress for mobility and attempts to flee, but the family pursues her relentlessly. She finds a rifle, but discovers the ammunition is fake. She manages to evade the family, including Stevens, the butler, who she incapacitates. Alex unlocks the doors and windows to help Grace escape, but Tony and Daniel confront him, knocking him out and restraining him. Grace makes it outside, but is captured by Stevens, who tranquilizes her and brings her back to the mansion. Daniel, conflicted, knocks Grace out and returns her to the family. Becky tries to convince Alex to accept the family's traditions, but he vows to protect Grace. The family prepares to sacrifice Grace to Mr. Lubail, but Daniel sabotages the ritual by poisoning the family's chalice. As the family falls ill, Daniel frees Grace, but Charity shoots him. Grace fights back, disarming Charity and attempting to save Daniel, who urges her to flee. Alex breaks free and finds Daniel dying. Tony attacks Grace, but she sets the room on fire, creating chaos. Grace confronts the family, holding them off as dawn approaches. When the sun rises, the family realizes they have failed. One by one, they explode into bloody messes, fulfilling the curse. Alex tries to win Grace's forgiveness, but she rejects him, handing back her ring and demanding a divorce. He too meets a gruesome end. Grace escapes the burning mansion, covered in blood, and sits on the steps as authorities arrive. When asked what happened, she simply replies, "In-laws." What would you do if you were in Grace's situation? Would you fight back or try to escape another way? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.